Hello. Today it's snowing, so I'm inside and I'm actually doing something that I haven't shared on these videos before, so I thought today was a good day to share that with you, and that is patchwork. I started doing patchwork after I came to France. We'd been here about a year and I joined a little group up in the village, the Kilt Studio, and a lovely group of women who were really good at sewing. And my friend Aisha had already joined and it was something I'd been thinking about, and so I went along, and a bit in trepidation because at that point I couldn't speak French and I certainly couldn't sew. But they were very welcoming and very patient, and over the years I've really enjoyed it. My French has improved, although I'm still quiet within that group, I think, quieter than I normally am. It's very enjoyable, and I actually got to like sewing, and so over the years and a lot of patience from them, I've actually got to enjoy it. So I thought I'd share that with you today, just show you what I'm doing and share some work that I've done earlier which needs finishing off. This is something that I actually quite like. This one, I don't like everything that I make, but this one I'm quite pleased with. Let's get it the right way up, that would be good. Okay. So it's called Mon Village, and it was quite a big piece of work that we did over a few weeks. I'm going to stand back a bit so that hopefully you can see the full thing. Let's have a look. It needs finishing off around the edges. There we go. So it's a big piece of patchwork and it's all about our village, but not specifically this particular village, but it's things like on a housing theme, as you can see. I'll bring it a bit closer. There we go. Using lots of little scraps of material. That's the great thing about patchwork, and that's really why I enjoyed it when I first came here, because I didn't have much money and yet I could get little bits of material from second-hand places and things like that. There we go. See, a bit lower down, might as well have the full thing. So that's to be finished off, as I say. It's got, so patchwork, you've got your top bit that you do with all your little squares. You've got a middle bit, which you don't have to use, but this is for a little quilt. So a bit of padding, something to make it soft. And then you've got the back cover as well. This is loosely tacked at the moment because I'm still working on it. So I'll put that there. And another reason why I wanted to share this creative work that I enjoy doing was because the video that I made last week was all about artificial intelligence and how artificial intelligence is really becoming very creative. And that's something that a lot of people are concerned about. We don't know where that's going to lead and what it will mean for the future. But at the moment, I think it's important to remember that we as humans are very creative and we can continue to be so, whatever's happening with artificial intelligence, because we can still continue to make things that we enjoy making, because there's a great pleasure in making things yourself. It doesn't matter if you're not that good at it, like this. I'll show you. I'm going to cut out some more squares. This is what I'm doing at the moment. Different kind of patchwork. I think it's called Grandmother's Garden. And little hexagon squares, little bits of paper. You fold your material round and then eventually you sew them together. It's so easy. And then of course you can make whatever designs you want to make. You know, you've got different kinds of material and you can make things. I'm actually making cushion covers at the moment. I need some nice cushion covers, so I'm doing that with mine. But yeah, let's continue to be creative, try things, because a simple life is also tends to be a creative life, because often, not necessarily, but sometimes you might have a simple life because you don't have quite so much money, or you might decide to work less and therefore have less money as well. That tends to lead to you being more creative because you have to find other ways. You can't just go and buy something when you need it. So say you want some new clothing or something, you fancy something different to wear. If you don't have the money, you can't just go and buy it. So you either have to do something creative with what you've already got or make something new or whatever. But you find other ways around things. And that's not just to do with sewing, that's to do with all aspects of living creatively. So have a really good week. I hope you enjoy this little clip of me just putting my squares together, and I'll see you next week. Lots of love. Bye.